Hey everyone, congrats on making it to June. It is Sarah Lunton with Baird & Warner Real Estate, highlighting three things today. First things, an update with coronavirus and real estate. The second being the question everyone's asking me is if there's a mass exodus to the suburbs. And then lastly, I'm going to deep dive into the May market stats for us. So let's kick it off with a general update. Pandemic wise, people are still wearing masks, still concerned for their safety. However, things are loosening up in Chicago. After all, we can even dine outdoors now. But in regards to buying a home, everyone is still wearing masks. Gloves are usually provided, booties as well. But we are seeing a lot more showings taking place now. And that's because buyers are still really enticed with the very low interest rates. They're historically low, low threes, and then sellers are now recognizing that, hey, buyers are active and busy, and I can take simple precautions to still feel safe about my health. So we're seeing more properties being added to the market. In general, the unemployment numbers are starting to rebound as well, so people are having a little bit of confidence in buying and making those large life decisions. Now, second question I've heard more than ever before is, are people still buying in the city or are they just buying in the suburbs? People are buying in the city and people are also buying in the suburbs. I have not seen any mass exodus from city buyers to suburbs. This has been brought up multiple times since the pandemic. Of course, it started with the city and the germs. It's so dense, germs, and people are everywhere, and there's no green space. They wanted more space. It also came up whenever people started realizing a lot of corporations are going to be more flexible with working from home, so they don't have to fear that terrible commute every single day getting downtown. And then lastly, it was brought up in safety concerns with the recent riots and protests. So all of those factors are leading people to think that there's a mass exodus. However, I have several city buyers right now active and they have not added any suburbs to their search parameters. I'll keep an eye on this. Of course, at this point in 2020, nothing will surprise me. I would see more of the single family, 4 beds and up buyer considering a suburb versus their typical neighborhoods, but keeping an eye on this. Now let's just deep dive into the May market stats. This is my favorite part, to review what's actually going on and using real data versus headlines. So we are speaking about the city here, east of Western, north to Buena, and south to 290. So in this area, inventory is tight. We saw 3,500 units, homes for sale in the month of May. This is a decrease of 18%. So we have 18% fewer homes on the market. Now, what really stinks though with this inventory level, May is traditionally one of the busiest months to add new homes to the market. May 2020 was not that scenario though. We only saw 1,800 new properties being added to the market, and that right there is a drop of 28.4%. So we really don't have that spring market because there's a pandemic going on. Next thing I want to talk about though is the true bright light in this scenario though. It is the market momentum, units going under contract. There was such a large difference of environment and mentality of buyers and sellers in April compared to May. In May, we had 799 units going under contract, which is fantastic, compared to April where we just had 457. So that is night and day of difference of momentum. We are busy right now. Of course, we're not as busy as last May. So units under contract, not as many, 21% decrease, which given today's environment, I consider a win still. Now, that was the bright point. The dark side of this is, we all knew it, the units that actually closed in May, this represents the units that went under contract during that initial shelter-in-place order. This is a bleak number. We saw a 46% drop year over year of homes being sold. Ouch, that one stings. We only sold 597 compared to 1,100 last year. So that one stings, but we are seeing light at the end of the tunnel because of that market momentum. Now, last thing I want to talk about, of course, is pricing. You think perhaps, not that many sales, people were getting deals. No pandemic deals. We actually saw prices, the average and median prices, increase by 2%. So a very stable increase in the month of May. I do believe that was held up a lot by that tight inventory. So I will keep watching, and I think it'll be interesting to watch how the prices change and fluctuate as we increase the inventory in the next several weeks. So as inventory increases in June and July, are the prices going to still be stable and increasing, or are they going to start decreasing? We shall wait and see. Reach out with any questions you have about the real estate market. Always happy to deep dive into your preferred neighborhoods or suburbs. And of course, if you are wanting to sell a house under $500,000, reach out to me. It is a very tight inventory and we can get you top dollar. Sarah.Lunton@BairdWarner.com.